Bless those who persecute you. Bless and do not curse them. We heard that phrase today, brothers and sisters, in the epistle reading we read earlier from the letter to the Romans, chapter 12. And it pretty much makes things go upside down. Because if someone is persecuting you, if someone is after you, if someone is going for you, the response normally is to retaliate. The response normally is to seek revenge. But the message, the Christian message here is to bless them and do not curse them. Blessing meaning that you wish good upon them, you wish well upon them, and of course certainly not to curse them. Brothers and sisters, we are called to consider this phrase today because very often, most often, if not all the time, our thoughts race. Our thoughts, in Greek, logismi, take control of us. And they create antipathy. They create thoughts of dislike of other people. And this realm of our thoughts, if it is in that realm of antipathy of other people, consumes us, takes control of us, and we become different. We become worse. Instead of asking God to defend us, what we should be doing, according to this formula, is to ask God to show His love to our enemies through us, so that through our goodwill and the way that we do not return evil for evil, we can enlighten them and inspire them to change their ways and to change their approach to us. Instead of giving curses or wishing ill upon other people, which is another way of, expressing revenge. I mean, we can have revenge by taking physical revenge on someone, by taking certain action, but we can also have it in our thoughts. We may not take action of revenge against someone else. We may not make moves that are designed to hurt the other person, but in our innermost parts of our hearts, we may be wishing ill upon them. That's a form of revenge. So instead of such thoughts of revenge, we should be thinking about forgiveness and acceptance. Now, this is not the way of the world. The way of the world is to retaliate, to seek justice, to seek what's right. And how often do we use this word, right? Our rights. The whole logic of our rights. There's a place for them, certainly, and without them the world would be chaotic. Let's refer to the Declaration of Human Rights, for example. We need them. But we do overdo it. And we talk about our rights in a sense of pride and arrogance and disrespect of the other, my rights. A sense of justice which is not healthy. Let's have a look at this. It is my right to enjoy my life with as little effort as I wish. That's fine. We have that right to think that. But if it comes with the expectation that others serve us, do our bidding, because that's how you're going to achieve working with least amount of effort. If it comes with others working for us and others building our wealth, then we really have to ask the question if we are doing the right thing. We have that right, but is it right in the eyes of the Spirit? It is right, according to human rights, that everyone has equal opportunities, and for us to create our opportunities. Nothing wrong with that. But if we create our opportunities without considering what is right and not right, what is proper and improper, and not caring about the improper, then what we may very well end up doing is seeking our opportunity and what is good for me without caring for the other, without bringing into the equation the other, whether it's other people, our relatives, whoever. We care only for ourselves. Yes, it is our right. But if we do it in that context, is it right? It is our right for what we have in our mind to express ourselves whichever way we want. However, if this comes at the expense of diminishing the other, then is it right? And so, dear friends, if we only see our life through the lens of our human rights, without respecting the rights of the other, then we can get an imbalance happening. What we are seeking as Christians, when we talk about what is right, is to ensure that what is right is done within the context of love, forgiveness, and caring for the other. The thoughts of our minds, what goes on in our head, is our right. We have every right to think what we want, certainly. But we must always not forget that sometimes our thoughts play games with us. Sometimes our thoughts follow paths which do not help in our lives. Sometimes our thoughts mess up our mind, and there is value in considering that not all thoughts are good. We have to go through a process of discernment even with our thoughts. Is what I'm thinking right? Or is what I'm thinking wrong? Just because we're thinking it doesn't mean it's right. If we want peace in our life, if we want calm in our life, if we don't want trouble in our life, then we do have to apply this evaluation to our own thoughts, not just our actions, our own thoughts. If we want peace in our life and for us not to be constantly in turmoil, we do need to turn the volume down on those thoughts that don't help. Brothers and sisters, we have Christ as our example. How did he achieve the victory of life over death? He didn't do it with revenge. He didn't do it with thinking ill of others. He achieved that victory with love, forgiveness, and self-sacrifice. And so, brothers and sisters, let's not look too far. Let's look at the people next to us, our family, our community, the people we transact with on a daily basis. This bigger family we call the church community. And let's apply these things to our immediate environment. And you'll be surprised what good results will occur by extension. Bless those who persecute you. Bless them and do not curse them.